Hello? Paradise Episode 4 delivered a shocking ending, leaving us wondering, is Billy dead or alive? Let's break down the final moments, hidden clues, and what this twist means for the story moving forward. The conclusion of Paradise Episode 4 showed that Sinatra is involved in a far more complex scheme than we first thought. It was made quite evident in this episode that Cal Bradford was never truly gifted. Similar to how large corporations govern a capitalistic society, he was merely a puppet sitting in a president's chair, while Sinatra was the one pulling the strings from the shadows. Unfortunately, Paradise is no exception. A fictitious paradise in which a group of influential people suppresses facts to shape the narrative because they think it is crucial for the locals. Based on the information we currently have, I will now reveal some major spoilers from the conclusion of Episode 4, so if you haven't seen the episode yet, be warned. It's the ignorance. President Cal Bradford discovered that the inhabitants of the underground metropolis were not content just a few months after they had all moved there. They were depressed because they continued to hold on to the slender hope that it could still be safe to live in the outer world. Cal dispatched 4 explorers, or the 4 pillars of his future society, to look for livable evidence of life outside for that purpose. As we've already seen in the second episode, Sinatra must have been extremely alarmed by that. Sinatra was the brainchild behind Operation Colorado, and it goes without saying that she didn't want anyone to hurt her third child. The president's 4 explorers were killed by William Pace Denver, also known as Billy, a cold-blooded mercenary in a previous life, so that they could not report that the outside world was still habitable. Indeed, it appeared as though the outside world was experiencing a severe climatic chilling impact, sometimes known as nuclear winter, which is supposedly brought on by soot or relics of a nuclear war, obstructing the direct sunlight from entering Earth's atmosphere. Perhaps I'm going too far, and it was simply another typical Colorado winter storm. So, certainly, Sinatra gave Billy the order to assassinate those 4 explorers so they couldn't tell the truth and save her paradise. Regarding Sinatra's actual intentions, I'm not entirely sure at this time because we don't know much about her. But it's safe to assume that she wants to reduce the world's population so that it has time to recover and replenish the resources that humans have overused. In other words, to relieve the Earth's burden and address climate change. In Paradise, Jane Driscoll works for Sinatra. At the conclusion of Episode 4, Billy's girlfriend, Jane Driscoll, a fellow Secret Service agent, poisoned his beer upon his return from the fun fair. I think Sinatra secretly instructed Billy to watch over his best friend, Agent Xavier Collins, when Cal passed away because he was digging too much. Perhaps it explains why, at the end of Episode 3, Billy was seen lurking outside Collins' house brandishing a gun. Furthermore, it was suggested by an altercation between Sinatra and Billy that Sinatra might have urged Billy to remove Collins because he was becoming too much of a threat to her cause. Billy refused to be her puppet anymore, though, and he even threatened Sinatra with damnation if she touched the people he cared about. It was a great tragedy that Billy was unaware that his own girlfriend, who was behaving all romantic and wonderful, was actually a mole set up by Sinatra herself to watch Billy closely, just as he was watching Collins. Therefore, Sinatra cut the connection the instant Billy dared to cross the queue. Billy's passing simply makes me question how many more people are working with Sinatra in secret. Will Collins be able to trust anyone in the future? Collins is the only one who can expose Sinatra, despite the fact that she is an unimaginable enemy. Collins, who views the world as a series of threats, is without a doubt the most watchful officer. Collins views Sinatra as a possible threat who can wield a knife in each hand, while the rest of the world views her as a distraught mother who lost her son. Yes, following the exchange between Collins and Tarabi in Episode 3, I did draw this conclusion. Collins had suspicions about Sinatra from the first time he saw her because he believed she was concealing something from the public. Thank you for watching.